To get yards like that on early downs, you stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. To the air, it's Lagway. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. That'll pick up the first down and spot it at the 38.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Gators pick up enough for a first down here. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down. And already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defense coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Gators, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And now the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. Will not be brought down. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Ball handed off. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back is not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone. They keep him guessing with a run. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. They convert on 3rd down now. Sets up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback drops back. Throw to the running back in the flat. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That's a good job by this defense understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Dropping back. It's Sellers. On the move now. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th and goal for the team. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Catch made by the tight end. Fighting, but he won't get in. The defense stops him just short of the goal line. What a play.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
The Gators pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. At it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Rolls right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle. That'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got fourth down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Let's fly out of the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. Touchdown, South Carolina, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Returner goes out of bounds.
First play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today. Okay, it's third down after that run. To throw, it's Lagway. The short completion of the tight end. The Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Not a huge gain here, but the quarterback does a nice job of going with this safe, smart option, finding the big tight end and picking up a critical first down to keep this drive rolling.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
The key on a third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Anytime the offense can have any kind of success stretching the defense horizontally, puts the defense in a really tough spot. They'll have to adjust to these types of motion plays going forward, because the more the offense can stretch you out, the more they can hit those vertical seams.
A quick throw out left, complete. Brought down, the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Gators line up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Nothing on first down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He keeps it on a design run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
14, South Carolina, 7.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll leave the ball deep down that right side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught at the goal line. And finally stopped and caught. That gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Going absolutely nowhere. It would be a loss on the play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
The incompletion sets up a 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, third down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside this 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Gators.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
They're trying to add the lead now to the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pass rush gets home.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Contact as he threw it. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it in the open. And that will pick up the 1st down. A spot at the 38. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Gamecocks have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this deep to begin the second half. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Oh, he makes the catch. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21, South Carolina, 14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a third down play. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Great cut there. He shreds the tackle. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock and trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Now it's second down here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a long run for the touchdown. Oh, if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud, I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he is.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. With sure hands, it's Harbor. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The Gamecocks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Signs the good throw. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. He heads out of bounds after a real nice game there. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a lot.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, South Carolina, as the QB fights his way into the end zone. See if they can convert the point after.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the run, it's Spawn. Fighting him off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
A risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And he can hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
This is too easy.
Return goes out of bounds.
first play of the drive now from the 25. Toss play to the outside. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looking for a gap. It's Ball. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. They'll run it from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lagway. That's caught. It's Ball. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Heading to the final quarter of this playoff game. Who's going to step up and make a difference here in pursuit of a national championship? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Breaks free. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a man. Gets made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the move now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
But that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
The Gators looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
35, South Carolina, 28.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense smothers him for no gain. Offense moving to a bunch formation.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. What a catch! They finally get him down, but a big play to 46.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Extending the play now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
The defense is so concerned with the play downfield, they fail to account for the quarterback and his ability to make plays like this with his feet. Not only does he pick up a first down, but he steps out, buys him a little bit more time to kind of regroup for this next play.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that previous play. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Interesting decision to go to the screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produce some magic. Is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation here. Late in the game in a playoff, you kick the extra point to tie this up, or you go for two to potentially take the lead.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Quick swings at the 45. Nobody can bring him down. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They finally get him down. Not before he reaches the 28.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. They'll run it here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Final drive coming up. Let's see what the quarterback can do. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Clark over the middle. It's Clark. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Well, this running back is very dangerous in the open field as a runner. Here we see him catching the football as a receiver, but the defense does a great job of keeping him short of the first down marker.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal, Tim. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good. Jubilation on the sidelines. They've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives them the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
On the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Smith. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Nice grab. It's Harper. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds his man. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking for the wide out. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on first down. And this is an ugly shank. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here.